A very good afternoon. My name is Alok Srivastava and I welcome you once again to Network Nuts YouTube channel. So, what's new? Obviously, the background is new, and in this background, I've got the world most expensive and the beautiful car ever made. This is Duesenberg. Wow, this is also known as the Doozy. So, stop admiring this beauty and let's start with our duty. So, as the duty is the videos and sharing the tips and tricks. So my dear friends, in this video I'm going to share you some very small NFS diagnostic tools. These small commands and the tools will help you checking the connectivity and say giving other relevant and important information for NFS. Info for NFS. So let's start with the basic thing. I hope you all know that NFS is used for as for the file sharing between Linux to Linux and Linux to Unix machines. And again, for this video I have got a NFS server here. I'll show you moving here. So here on this server one, it is my NFS server. It's already being configured, and I can show you show mount -e is the normal command that we used to give. And when I give show mount -e, it will obviously showing me the directories or the locations that I'm sharing to my network. That's great. So we all know that show mount -e is used to view the directories those are being actually being mentioned in the etc exports file. So I'm sharing the home directory as well as the var ftp to my range of IPs, or here I'm sharing it for everybody in the world. So I can mount it obviously. Again, I've got a virtual machine here. So this IP is 250. 250 is acting as my NFS server, and here I'm sharing home directory /home and var ftp. Now moving on to another machine. Again, it's a virtual machine. I hope you all are familiar with this machine. It's my virtual machine for these labs or your videos. So the client can easily give show mount -e and then give the IP address of the server to check out what the server is sharing. And obviously he can anytime mount those particular directories for the use. So in this case I am mounting the var ftp of 172.24.0.250 onto my MNT. That's great. Bingo. So what's new? It's we already knew it, isn't it? So the video is obsolete. No, it's not. Check it out. Now I can give the mount command to view that the 172.24.0.250's var ftp is available on my MNT. That's great. That's beautiful. And I had already given given the command show mount -e. It just give me actually a copy or a replica of the exports file that is on my server. I want to know something more. The clients want to know what are the additional or the subdirectories available within the var ftp location. So the first tool is that client can anytime give show mount -d 172.24.0.250 to give him the list of all the subdirectories included within the var ftp. Now this is a very relevant information as far as the client is concerned, so that he can mount a particular directory to be used rather than mounting the parent tree. So this is my first small tip that I'm sharing with you, that client can use show mount -d and then the IP address of the server to check out the directories and the subdirectories available on the server, your NFS server. That's great. So I had mounted it. So that is for the client side. Now I'm coming when I give the mount command, it tells me that 172.24.0.250 is available or is mounted on your MNT. That's great. Now suppose, as you can see there, it is a read write address here for me. So I want to write something, but before I am planning to write some big file on it, I just want to check what is the space or how much space is available to me on the var ftp, so that I will not be short of space if I am planning to write a big file. So what to do? Nothing. you can just give a very small command df-k-f nfs. Look, it clearly shows you the size in the KBs of all the file system those are mounted via NFS. It clearly shows you that approximately 90 GB of space is available here and only 24% is used. You can also give -m to check the output in the MBs. That's great. So approximately 90,000 MB, so that comes out to be, I think, 90 GB. So this is the second tool that the client can use to view the space available on the NFS server. Wow, that's good. What next? Coming back onto the server, now the server wants to know that who are connected with the server right now, who are using my services. He can always give show mount -a. If I give show mount -a, you can see there it presents me a list of the IPs those are right now accessing my folders, and it also give me which folder. That's great. That's really very important information. Look here, all mount points on server1.example.com. So these IP address are connected to me via, or they are using my NFS service to, and they are actually using all those folders and subfolders. So that is a very important information that any administrator wants to know. That's great. That's again a very good tool. One more thing that can be used by the admin is that he can use nfs-stat command. nfs-stat -s. -s stand for server. It will show me how many calls had been made or the load on the NFS server. So though like gives me a galore of information, so that is not relevant as such at this stage. Just take a look at the bad calls and bad authentication. If this is going beyond 0, means something is bad on your network, some IP conflicts or like RPC failure, so you might need to restart the service or reconfigure your servers. So it actually, like, the call actually tell me the load or means the hits on my NFS server. In the same manner, the client can also use nfs-stat -c for the client, that how much request he has initiated. Look here, as he's using only NFS version 3, it's very clearly coming up here. That's great. Here also it is NFS version 3. So these are very small tools that can be used to monitor your NFS. I hope you like those tools, and they can be very handy in monitoring and tracing out the problem, as in case of the NFS server. So thank you very much. See you again soon. God bless. And once again, look at the beauty. Duesenberg. Wow.